What is up, guys? Today at Blade HQ on the knife table, we are taking a look at 3 brand new production Praetorians, a regular Praetorian Genesis, a micro. What else do we have, Austin? We're testing you.
Oh,
Go.
dude, this is so bad. On Belay, I know that one. I couldn't even tell you what this
Fail!
one is. Yep, it's already over. What is it? I know you know
That is the Colonial.
Colonial. These are just numbers. What is this one?
This is a 187.
Okay, 187F.
And a 187F.
Sherman.
And a Sherman.
All right, I missed
That's
you.
right. I've got the notes on my side of the table.
That's right.
That's the 187 DP.
Yes.
We're going to throw in some Medfords today, particularly these brand new production Praetorians. Now, the cool thing about these is your typical Praetorian is going to run me what, Austin? How much?
I believe it's close to $6. Yep, $600 for a pretty typical Praetorian. That's a mid-tech knife.
This Praetorian right here
The Genesis.
is a $600 knife.
Okay, yeah, it's they're mid-techs, which means that they're production pieces but assembled by hand from Medford. And this one is just all production, correct?
This is all production.
Yes.
Yep, this is the production Praetorian. It's going to run you $390 versus your $600. You got the Betsy Ross flag there.
Awesome.
G10 on this side, G10 on that side, as well as a liner lock, which is kind of a departure from Medford. He typically does your big fat frame locks, but that is just your standard liner lock right there.
New. Totally awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
So one thing I like about this, Greg is, in Spanish they call it a detallista.
Oh my gosh, dropping some knowledge here.
Okay, you ready for this?
Let's
He's
hear
a
it.
detallista. Detalle would be a detail-oriented.
Okay.
And ista would be one that is detail-oriented.
Okay.
Greg is all about those details. And you
Yeah.
can see here on this G10, they've actually smoothed that down so it won't eat your pocket
Right, where
as
the
it goes
clip
in and
touches.
out.
That's genius.
Brilliant.
Yeah, a lot of people do that aftermarket, so that's great to see someone doing it for you.
Absolutely. So 3 different colors. What are our colors, Austin?
Yeah, so we have just the OD green here,
I'm sorry, Jamie.
coyote tan or brown, and then the black, of course, just a standard black. And man, these are big old knives, but they're so good looking.
They're huge.
I love them. Gigantes? No, that's a different knife.
That's a different knife. We didn't bring the Gigantes
no,
out.
No, we did not. But yeah, these are great knives, and if you look at the size comparison next to the Genesis and the Micro, there's your little family of Praetorians.
It's a beautiful family.
Isn't it?
Size comparison between these. So this is your production, and this is your Genesis here. You can see the sizing between them. The production has a 3 3/4 inch blade, whereas the production has a 3.3.
The Genesis.
Excuse me.
Yep.
Genesis.
Yep.
Thank you, Austin.
No problem.
And you can see the pocket clips are very different. Titanium frame on there. So you are getting more of a value folder.
For sure. It's about half the price. And for those of you out there who are just in love with Medfords but couldn't find a way to get a mid-tech Medford, here's your opportunity.
Bam.
Yep.
There it is.
Super awesome.
Oh,
Ooh, careful.
sorry.
Let's not stab the coffee.
Switching.
There
Okay.
we go.
What about that micro?
Micro. The blade length on this one is just under 3, right?
Yep, 2.75, 2 3/4.
Yep, 2.75. And that's just, this is my favorite, honestly. I know we're talking about the production Praetorian, but I just love the size of this one. It looks a little better to me even. I don't know why. But cool milled out clip there. Beautiful little piece. Love it.
I like the glass breaker on the end of that thing too.
Oh, yeah.
Check that out.
Yeah, those are mean looking.
If your car is sinking. Hey, not funny story,
okay.
but interesting story about glass breakers. Our, what did she do? Order fulfillment manager actually got in a car accident in a canal.
No way.
And her window would not roll down. Classic scenario.
Yeah.
Not kidding. And had she had this Medford Praetorian,
She didn't have one.
She didn't.
Dang it.
Luckily, the electric on the car kept working.
Okay.
And she was able to get the window down and
That's
get out
good.
the window.
I didn't know this. I'm going to have to ask her about this.
Yeah, ask Brittany about it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
there you have it.
Um,
Not funny. Not a funny story,
no.
but applicable.
No, that's a good story, though. Everyone's safe, so it's good.
Everyone is safe.
Yes.
Yeah. And she's doing well, by the way,
That's
in case
right.
you were curious.
Yes.
Okay, next on the line is the On Belay. This is a big old honking knife, guys.
Yeah.
Check this out. And the size on this, let me pull up specs. Wait for it. 9.25 inches. 9 1/4.
Yeah, that's a beefy blade.
Big blade.
Yeah. I was actually watching some Medford videos to do my homework on these, and he really likes this knife.
Why does he like
it's
it?
one of his
What's his
favorites.
thing?
He likes the flipper on it. He says that some people take their time and like really fine tune a flipper, but this one just works for him. He thinks it's great and he likes it, and he just likes the styling.
Nice.
So
you can also open it there with the
thumb hole
opener.
Very cool.
Big frame lock. The weight on this guy. Oh, where's my weight? 9.5 ounces.
Yeah.
That is a serious investment.
Yes.
In your pocket.
Yes. These are tools. These are definitely tools.
They are. I was having a discussion with one of the guys in the shop this week,
Mm-hmm.
and we were just comparing different knives. He said, would you like to have... I'm carrying a Benchmade Sequel currently.
Oh.
He said, would you like to have a Benchmade Sequel as a survival tool or a Medford?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, this thing is just... It's a crank on it, beat on it sort of tool.
Yeah, definitely.
And I would worry that if I had to... if I had one knife for the rest of my life, every single day in a survival situation, like plane crash, boom, gotta live in the desert forever, I'd probably go for that guy.
Absolutely.
So,
speaking of
plane
survival
crash,
situations and stuff like that,
Ooh,
we should talk about a little jackknife. This is Medford's comic that they just came out with. I think it was last month or the month before.
Can we read a page?
I will.
No. Let's just pick one at random.
All right.
Ooh, look at this. Look at this. Quick. Draw, crash.
Beautiful.
Screech. Vroom.
That was beautifully done.
Did you like that?
I felt like I was in the scene.
You can tell this is a great comic book. I actually read the whole thing.
I did too, cover to cover. I think it's a cool thing that he's doing, just kind of branching out. I think that's a really interesting way to do it. Relate to more people.
Yeah.
I think it's a cool thing that he's doing within the industry.
I think it's cool too. I love when people think out of the box, and I think Medford is one of those people that really, he doesn't go with the trends.
Totally.
And he doesn't apologize for being big, bulky, robust.
Yep. Sure.
Knives.
No,
this one's called the Colonial.
Yep.
And it doesn't come with any sound effects, unfortunately.
Oh, dang it.
Price on this one is going to run you $550 as a D2 blade, thumb hole opener, G10 handle scale, titanium frame lock.
Yeah.
Now, Medford's knives are interesting. A lot of guys are sticking your steel lock bar inserts in there.
Mm-hmm.
Medford does not do that.
Yeah.
He goes steel on titanium.
Yep.
And so some of these are going to take a minute to break in.
Okay.
But when they're broken in, they're going to be silky smooth.
Yeah.
And beautiful.
I think maybe that's one thing we should mention about the production Praetorians as well. This is a titanium liner. So it's not a stainless.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
It is a titanium liner.
Oh, so it's just the liner. It's not the big... Okay.
Yeah, that's correct.
Great.
Yep. So.
Cool. And Medford, his philosophy is he uses proprietary hardware. You can see that on the pivot.
Mm-hmm.
He tunes them expertly at the shop, and he wants you to send it back to the shop to tune it.
Yep.
So that is part of his gig as well. Craftsmanship. I think it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So
takes pride in it.
Does the next one? What is it, Austin?
Yes.
You lose.
It is
you
that
get no
one.
Points. 187.
It is that one. The 187.
187 DP.
DP. Yes. This one's got a really cool finish on the blade. Let's see if we can pick it up there. It's just it's got a different finish on it. I think that's one underrated aspect of D2 is you can put a patina on there if you want, and it's still a great steel that you can use, and it probably won't rust out on you very easily, but you can make it. You can kind of customize it yourself, which I think is cool.
Yeah, love it. That one's big.
It is big.
Now it's kind of interesting. These two are actually both 187 series.
Yeah.
And so I pulled them off the shelf thinking, oh, they're going to be like the same knife, different sizes and different things. Yeah, I don't see very many similarities.
They're pretty dissimilar.
Yep.
Yeah.
This one is called the 187F.
Yeah.
F, I'm assuming, is for flipper, and we both commented on this cool flipper.
It's super cool. It's very unique. And it really gets the job done too. But it does look like a trigger.
Yep. And you can see it's got a lot of, you're going to get a lot of leverage when you flick it.
Yep.
Bam.
Awesome.
I like that.
Very cool.
Titanium frame lock called the 187F. Now, Austin, we've got one more.
Sherman.
What is it?
Yeah, it's the Sherman. Doesn't that look just like a sweet little hand grenade?
Or tank.
Or a tank, but I think it looks like a hand grenade.
I think it's designed after a tank.
Pretty cool. But yeah, it's the Sherman. It's a similar size to the Micro Praetorian. So I will open up there. But yeah, you've got the Sherman on the left, Praetorian on the right, and pretty standard for Medford, of course, D2, titanium. Really cool. And it's got a different clip than most on this one, which I think is a nice little touch. Just kind of a clip on the backside there.
One thing you should know about the Sherman, as well as most of these models, they come in a lot of different flavors.
Oh, yes.
You can snag different styles, different finishes, and they're all delightful. In fact, this one, which one was it? This one? Which one has a D on the blade?
A couple
there
of
it
them
is.
do.
There it is.
Yeah.
Medford logo with a D. The D, we decided, stands for delightful.
Delightful. Yes.
That's right. Actually, it might be D2. I'm not sure.
Could be.
But if they don't tell you, you make it up.
That's right. That's a theme that we have going through
That's
our,
true.
through our stuff.
Last thing you want to know is some of these knives, not all of them, come
Okay.
with Medford's carrying case.
Nice.
And they all come with Medford Knife and Tool USA with their phone number.
Awesome.
And one thing I like about Greg, too, and I don't know if this one has it or not, but I think it does, actually. He puts his cell phone number on every single card inside of there.
That's kind of that craftsmanship you were talking about.
Exactly.
He's really proud of his product.
He is.
And it shows.
He's proud of it, and he's unapologetic for it. And it's a style that a lot of people like.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
There you have it, guys. Medford Praetorian production versions, brand new at Blade HQ, and you can only buy them at Blade HQ right now. Cool. So if you want one, pick it up, and we'll have another video for you coming out next week. What's it going to be, Austin?
I think next week we're going to hit on the Paragon Warlock gravity knife, so stay tuned for that one.
That'll be good.
Absolutely.
Thanks for watching, guys. Be
See
sure
you
to
guys.
like and subscribe, and we'll have another video coming out next week.